Hello, everybody. I am Teresa Schrader, and I am popping in here today to share with you how I come up with social media content. So it's not just posting about fitness, nutrition, and coaching, but how I weave my life into there as well. So people really feel like they get to know me as a person, a mom, someone who struggles with thyroid issues, etc., but also how to run a successful business with sharing that full picture. And I thought I would just film myself on Zoom, put it on YouTube, and put it in your team page so that I can physically share my screen with you and go through the exact process that I use to do this. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Teresa Schrader. I am a 5-star diamond on Team Rockstar Fit. I've been coaching for about 5 years. I do this full time. I started coaching when my son was just about 6 weeks old. And I fell in love with the programs and I decided, well, why not sign up as a coach? And I can help my girlfriends do the same thing. So I started really simply. I would say I invited 5 or 6 of my girlfriends. I can't ever remember the exact number. It was 5 or 6 of them to join me in a group doing Insanity Max 30, which was the program that I had started with. And they said yes. And from there, each month, I just made it a goal to introduce new challengers into our challenge group and obviously invite them to the team to give them the same opportunity that I had. So my business grew just like that, hitting Success Club 5, adding 2 new coaches to my team each month. That allowed me to hit Premier my first year as a coach, Elite the years after that. And this last year is the first year that we did not hit Elite, but my team has more depth than I could ever imagine. So I want to encourage you, if you're a new coach, if you're a coach that's feeling stuck, to just simply think of this business as inch by inch. If you continue to move forward and do those basic things that are going to move your business, then it's going to compound and you're going to see the growth in that down the line. It might not happen as fast as you are hoping that it does, but if you want it to happen faster, then double what you're doing now. And if you want it to happen faster than that, double that. And it will happen. So anyway, today I'm super excited to talk to you guys about exactly how I plan my social media posts, how to come up with content that isn't just focused on workouts and nutrition. If you are feeling bored with social media and you don't know what to talk about, or you feel like you have nothing to add, I'm going to give you some ideas today that will help you do that. And then I'm going to show you physically how I plan out my social media posts. So, okay, if you know me, you know I love to learn. I'm constantly taking courses and doing social media trainings and stuff like that because I think it's important to stay up to what the trends are. I'm really interested in that stuff. I think coaching has really let me jump into my creative side. And through social media, you're able to express yourself. So if you're someone who feels like all you post is sweaty selfies, graphic images from Beachbody, I want to encourage you to show more of who you truly are. Who makes you, you? I have just recently finished 2 trainings with Jenna Kutcher. Basil, my dog's going behind the bed. 1 second. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to go get her because she has been sneaking underneath our bed and ripping things up. Hopefully I can cut that part out, but if I can't, real life. Okay, so I am somebody who likes to take courses. I just recently finished up a course with Jenna Kutcher, and she talks a lot about the JK5 method. So Jenna Kutcher 5 method. And in this method, she encourages you to figure out your 5 roles in life. Trina talks about this all the time, right? What are your 6 roles? So with the JK5, you pick 5 roles. So for example, my roles in life are adventure, motherhood, Hashimoto's, which is a thyroid disorder that I have, body image, and coaching. So those are the 5 topics that I continuously talk about on social media. Now, in my stories, I can talk more about my workouts and why I drink Shakeology and Energize, and I can show the life of a coach, and I can talk more like openly about coaching in my stories. But in my feed, I want a very well-rounded view of who I am, so that if you just come to my account, you're going to know that I love going on adventures with my kids. I love being a mom. I share about Hashimoto's so that other people who have Hashimoto's find me and we can relate on that topic. I talk about body image and how my view of fitness has changed from the size of my jeans to working out because it makes me feel good and it gives me more energy and it just, I don't know, allows me to help other people. And then obviously coaching. Like I want to talk about coaching so people know that they can join me and what it's done for my life. So those are my 5 topics. I would really like to encourage you to figure out your 5 topics and share them below this video. Now, one other thing that she taught us in this course was to post once a day, Monday through Friday, and take the weekends to kind of like disengage and unplug. Maybe share a little bit of the behind the scenes of your life if you're doing something fun, if you're going on a walk, or if you're having morning coffee on your porch, or whatever the case may be, but kind of more of like an unplugged, unfiltered version of you, not having the stress of having to post on the weekends. So you can truly take that time to recharge, get invigorated and inspired for the week ahead. So, in saying that, for your 5 things, I'm going to just give you some ideas so you can like rack your brain a little bit. So, examples of them can be your geographic spot on the map. So, I talk about adventure a lot. My adventures include a lot of woods. In the summer, we're at the lake all the time. I, for the longest time, was like, if I talk about living in a small town, am I only going to attract people that live in a small town? And then not too long ago, we were up in Hayward, which if you're from Wisconsin, you probably know where Hayward is, in the middle of nowhere. And I was like, this is the coolest little city. Like, how many women my age that are moms who love adventure live in this city who would really benefit from joining an online community like the coaching community that we're a part of? Probably quite a few. So I'm like, instead of like pretending I don't live in a small town, why don't I just embrace that and start sharing more of that and connecting with these women who live in all these little small towns all throughout central Wisconsin and the Midwest so that I can connect with them online and then hopefully welcome them to my team. So think about that, your geographic area. Maybe you live in a city, maybe you live in New York, maybe you live in Chicago, maybe you live in downtown Madison and you can't imagine ever living in the woods, right? So just like honing in on that and embracing that. Relationships in your life, fashion or particular taste that you have, if you're interested in home decor, your office, workflows, recipes, cooking, traveling, pets, fitness, quotes, books you love reading, DIYs, before and after, personal photos, blah, blah, blah. So think about those things and then think about your 5 roles and share those below. Okay. Now, in saying that, every single time I post, you guys, I am taking one of those roles and making sure that I'm including them consistently in my feed. So, for example, today is May 12th. My post today was about adventure. So I shared, my kids and I are doing hashtag 100 miles summer, and we are hiking or walking or biking 100 miles together as a family, me and the kids, this summer. So I talked about that on my feed. I've got comments already from moms who are like, I want to do that with you. And I invited them to do it with us. So I encourage them to tag me in their post. I encourage them to use the hashtag 100 mile summer. It's something that we will bond over that has nothing to do with Beachbody. but it's building trust and a relationship with the people that are going to participate or find me through other people tagging me or using that hashtag. Tomorrow, my post is about motherhood. Okay, that's one of my 5 roles, motherhood. So I share how, like, being a mom and working on myself, not pouring from an empty cup, that's going to be my post, but it's based around being a mom. On the 14th, my post is going to be about coaching. I am sharing a transformation picture from pregnancy till now, but also sharing what it's done for me. That I could have stayed stuck, that I could have stayed in a negative headspace, that I could have thrown in the towel when I didn't bounce back like my friends did. I could have whatever, and then how coaching transformed my life. So it's centered around coaching, but I share a transformation story. On the 15th, I'm going to be sharing about Hashimoto's, and I'm going to be asking if they have any questions about Hashimoto's. I have a lot of people that follow me because we have bonded over that diagnosis or the frustration of Hashimoto's or whatever the case may be. But these people and I have such good conversations on the back end of things because we relate to something other than a workout, other than a shake, other than an accountability group or a team invite. However, these bonds that are forming behind the scenes because of that are really allowing that the invite to be so much easier. They trust me, they know me, they feel like they know my kids, they know what I'm interested in, they know me as a person, and when I invite them, they know that I'm going to be inviting them into something that I'm proud of and that I would want them to be a part of. So let me share my screen with you. I will try to make this quick. We're going on about 11 minutes here. So I use Planoly to plan out my posts. I just started using this. Actually, I was using an app called Plan, but it kept getting glitchy and did some weird updates that I felt like weren't, I don't know, I just didn't like it anymore. So I switched over to Planoly, I mean. Okay, so in here, it allows you to upload photos in order to organize your grid so you can see it. So if I scroll down here on the left, these posts with the numbers are posts that I've already posted. And I can see how many likes I have, how many comments I have. But most importantly, I can see the way that my feed looks. So today I posted this on our 100-mile summer just not too long ago. My next post is going to be on motherhood. I already edited this one, so I'm going to drag it down here. And this is what it's going to look like on my feed. So if I click on this post, my caption is already written out here. So I just take about a half an hour to an hour once a week to write out all of my roles and then plan out my posts accordingly. So on my feed, you're going to consistently see these 5 roles and images and stories to go with them. In my stories, that's where you're going to see what Danny talked about on Monday's National Wake Up Call, is me drinking my shake, me working out, me sharing this community, me sharing what I'm doing, in addition to sharing my life and who I am as a coach. I think that's one of the things that coaches have the hardest time with, is just understanding you are your brand. People are buying you way before they're buying a product. People are deciding to join you way before they're deciding to join Beachbody. So make sure you're showing you and not just the products and the programs that we have. Obviously, they're wonderful. Obviously, we want to share them, but you don't need to only share them. Okay, so here's that post. My next post is this one right here. So I'm going to drag this down. This is my post on coaching. And then my next post is on Hashimoto's, and I am using this post or this picture for that one. So I can see what my feed's going to look like after my next 3 posts are up, and I can continue to use these pictures that I've already edited and kind of drag and drop these there. Another example of something that you can do if you struggle with photos or content. Sunday, we were going to my husband's parents' house for Easter, or not Easter, Mother's Day. And we stopped at a warehouse, and I was like, can we jump out of the car quick and can you take a couple pictures? So he took this picture. I mean, this, you guys, he probably took 25 pictures in a matter of 2 minutes. You know, guys are like, oh my gosh, fine, I'll do it. But I was like, stand here and just start snapping a bunch of pictures. So I got that picture that I'll be able to use. I'll be able to use this picture. I'll probably zoom that in a little bit. This one, there's a couple other ones of like me and Parker that are really cute. This one's from that. So whenever I have the chance, I will just batch photo a bunch of stuff so that I have it ready to rock and roll when I need it. If it's something like, I'm like, okay, well, I feel like I have way too many selfies, or I feel like I have way too many quotes. You want to have your feed multidimensional so that it's not just a bunch of selfies or not just a bunch of pictures of you in this one room in your house. You want it to be appealing to the eye and not just super repetitive. Same thing goes with those 5 topics that we talked about, those 5 roles. You don't want to always talk about fitness or always talk about shakes. You want to show people the dimensions of your life while including coaching, while including an offer to your challenge groups and things like that. So anyway, I hope that this helped you. Like I said, this app is called Planoly. You can use it on your desktop. You can also use it on your phone, which is really nice. I love it. You'll see these quotes. I know you guys might ask. I just create these on Canva, and you can pull them into your feed. That way, I'll probably actually share one of those down there. This one here, I made in Canva as well. So you just screenshot a tweet on Twitter. Sounds so weird, doesn't it? A tweet on Twitter. And then you can edit it and put it into Canva and then put it on your feed. Do I think you need to have a beautifully aesthetic feed to be a successful coach? I don't. Do I think that on an app that is based on photography and photos that you should care about the quality of your photos and have a bright and cheery, fun feed that gives people a really good vibe when they come to it? Absolutely. Do I think your feed should be all selfies? No. Do I think you need a professional photographer to have a good feed? No. But Googling how to find better light for photos, Googling how to take better pictures, Googling how to make my feed more aesthetically pleasing could be beneficial. The more you step into being your own brand, the more you step into creating a feed that you're proud of with content that you're really proud of, that you feel like identifies with who you are as a person, the easier it is to talk to people, the easier it is to get to know people, the easier it is to bridge that gap between follower and friend online. So I hope this helped you. 18 minutes. Hopefully that wasn't too long. If you guys have any questions, just tag me below and I'm happy to answer them. Bye.